This time on Traditions, Chef Jeremy takes us to Larry's Central Meat Market, where they show us how their world-famous sausage is made. And we follow it all the way back to the Erie Golf Course, where it gets made into their world-famous sausage sandwich. It's all coming up on this episode of Traditions.
We're here at Larry's Central Market, located in Erie's Little Italy neighborhood on the corners of 17th and Sassafras Streets. Larry's has been in the business for over 50 years, making Erie's best homemade Italian sausage, capicola, or whatever other cut of meat you may be in the market for. Keeping in tradition with their very catchy slogan, "You can't beat Larry's meat." So let's go inside and see how this place has stood the test of time and been a true Erie tradition. Okay, so we're here with Mike, who is the butcher here at Larry's Market. Mike, what are we doing today?
Well, today we're going to prepare some meat for the sausage. What we use is called the Boston pork butts. It's a shoulder butt, and what we do is bone it out. Just kind of trace the bone.
It's got to be a pretty sharp knife.
Not bad. It could be sharper, but...
Lose appendages.
No. Don't want to do that.
He's a very skilled man.
You know, we've been doing it for a lot of years. There we go.
That's amazing. So at this point now, where do you go from here?
From here, we weigh out the batches according to the size we're going to make. Let me get a lever here.
Unbelievable how people cut meat, isn't it? If you want to try to do this at home, I suggest that you watch this episode a few times.
And from here, we take it over to our scale and weigh it out. You know, for whatever batch we're making, we just set the scale and get to where we are.
No. Clearly this isn't a modern day scale.
No. Nothing modern.
Still has some of the old weights I see here.
Yes.
Wow. Just amazing on how you kept everything from the old time and still use it today. That's great. That's great.
Everything's the way it was pretty much. Some of the machinery has changed. Kind of wore it out. I'm going to put this in the cooler and bring out one of the batches. Okay. And from there, the sausage, we use a special size plate to get the coarseness that we like. Being squeezed out. There's nothing more that can ruin good sausage, but then having to find a piece of bone or something in there.
Right.
You just have all that. Love the sausage.
Correct.
Right. We tried our best, everybody, to make sure none of that happens.
Now the coarseness that you're doing, that's probably about what? About an 1/8 inch per circle?
3/16.
3/16. I was close.
Okay, and from here we go to this machine here.
And this machine is a
mixer. We used to mix it by hand back in the old days. Now this is our spice station over here. We have all of our buckets, and there's another scale for you. Balance scale, where we weigh everything out. Family secret that's been in the family for more years than I've been alive, I know that.
family secret. I'm sure we're not going to get the recipe today. Wow, that smells good. That's some amazing spices, amazing sausage. We're just very happy to be here, being a part of this great Erie tradition. And that just pulls the spices and everything in the pork together?
Right, yes. You don't want to over mix it, you don't want to under mix it. Checking to make sure all the spices are thoroughly in there.
Now, I noticed you didn't use a timer, so you just know exactly
No, right, yeah.
how much time it is.
Yeah.
You gotta love that business. True professionals never need to use all of the instruments given to them. The ones up here, let me show you.
When we come back, Mike turns all that meat into sausage. And we follow it all the way to the Erie Golf Course, where Chef Jeremy turns it into their world-famous sausage sandwich. You're watching Traditions on MaddyGTV. You're watching Traditions on MaddyGTV.
Okay, so what kind of casings are we dealing with here?
These are pork casings, the intestines of the pig.
So it's actually just an emptied out intestine.
Right, yep. They come in a variety of sizes. That's why some you'll see sausages are larger and some are smaller.
Uh-huh. Does that just depend on the size of the intestine of the pig?
Yeah, yes. But when you order them, you can order the size. It's done by millimeters. Order the size that you want. This is just a particular size that works best for us. Leave a little bit there because we have to add some peppers and onions. I'm here. Give it a day before we put it out.
That's like a lot of things. It's always better to say, but always better the next day. A lot of soups.
Grandma's spaghetti sauce.
Grandma's spaghetti sauce.
Yeah.
It should be amazing, this sausage. And there you have it. That's how sausage is made here at Larry's Central Market. Inside the meat cooler, we're going to take some of this back up to the golf course, and we'll see you in a bit. Hi, and welcome to Traditions. I'm Chef Jeremy. This week, we are at an Erie summer tradition, the Erie Golf Club. Nestled away in the woods, just minutes from the Mill Creek Mall on I-79, the Erie Golf Club is an A.W. Tillinghouse designed 18-hole course open to the public. You can enjoy lunch or dinner with a cocktail on the beautiful patio while watching the sunset and scenic views of this course and beyond. Today, we're here to find out what makes this place a tradition in the kitchen with their signature sandwich, the sausage sandwich, made homemade at Erie Central Market. So we're gonna go over to the grill with their sous chef, Drew Gerbic, and see what makes this a true Erie tradition. Now at any golf course, a tradition is always the hot dog. Generally gotten at the turn, people pick them up whenever they want, whatever toppings you want, condiment caddy, put anything you want on. These hot dogs came from Smith's Provisions, which is located in Erie, Pennsylvania, and is distributed worldwide. Now with any golf course, a hot dog is a true tradition at the turn. And at the Erie Golf Course, they spare no expenses. Smith's hot dog with a little ketchup, mustard, onion, sweet relish, and of course the world famous Marconi Chicago Sport Peppers. Now that's a hot dog. But that's not what brings us here today. Today, we're here to find out about some sausage sandwiches. Okay, so we're here with the sous chef of the Erie Golf Club, Mr. Drew Gerbic. And as you can see, the sausage that was just made for us at Erie Central Market has made its way to the golf course and is now prepared to get on top of the grill. This grill is a MaddyGTV grill made in 1950. It has cooked over 10,000 steaks, sausage, chicken breast, you name it, this thing has seen it all. Well, Drew, let's get this sausage on the grill.
First, you want to be careful because you don't want to split the coil at all. Just roll this up a little bit.
That's roughly probably about what, a 10, 15 pound piece of meat?
I'd say, yeah, probably about that. Probably 10 pounds.
So you figure how many sandwiches you're gonna get out of this?
Oh, I figure you probably get maybe what, 30? About 30 sandwiches or so out of it.
And we also have some fire roasted peppers and onions that go on top as well, correct?
Yes, we do.
All right, so we'll get to that in a minute. And so how long are we gonna let this cook on the grill for?
About 5 minutes. Then you want to flip it over, let it go maybe another 5 or 10 minutes.
Just to make sure you get all the pork.
Yeah, being
inside.
pork, you want to make sure it's cooked all the way through. You know, you don't.
Although we did just see this get made, so we're pretty sure that there's no
nice
bad
and fresh,
products in there.
right.
Correct, correct. All right, well, this looks good. I think we're gonna go ahead and let this cook a little bit. I'm gonna go out and play a little bit of golf, and when we come back, we're gonna serve this up. Stick around.
You're watching Traditions on MaddyGTV. You're watching Traditions on MaddyGTV.
I got a hopeless golf game. Hey, that's starting to smell pretty good. Drew, is that almost done over there?
Yeah, hurry up and come on.
Well, this sausage looks absolutely amazing, Drew. I got to tell you, you're a hell of a grillman. So, at this point, where do we go from here?
Well, really all we gotta do is put it all together.
All right.
You know, first we'll take the sausage. You know, right on your bun.
That's about a 4-inch, 5-inch piece of sausage.
Yeah, I mean, you can cut it to fit whatever rolls you may have. We just have these nice little rolls here that are perfect for people on a turn. You know, gives them a nice little quick sausage sandwich.
Very
You know,
nice.
we put our roasted onions and peppers right on top.
See, we got a little hot dog there action.
Well, hot dogs always go great at the golf course.
Hot dogs at the turn. All right, we're gonna sit down and have ourselves a little something to eat. Well, here we are. We've learned about another summertime Erie tradition at the Erie Golf Club. We have some sausage sandwiches. I have my beautiful daughters, and I couldn't really think of any other better tradition. Girls, let's grab ourselves a sandwich. How about a hot dog for Miss Casey? Sausage for Miss Peyton? Thanks for letting us make one of our favorite traditions, one of your favorite traditions. I love you, Mom. How's that hot dog, baby doll?